Hi, it's me, June, the happy Thai girl. Today on Cooking Made Easy with June, we'll be serving up a Middle Eastern classic, a Syrian chicken on a healthy salad. Sounds good, doesn't it? That's coming right up on Cooking Made Easy with June. Hi, welcome to Cooking Made Easy with June. But it's not just with me today, it's with Tara. I'm so excited. You know, it's so weird. I met Tara at the gym and with your husband who is Syrian. And it's so weird. You know, you're at the gym, you're just wearing whatever, and then, but I mean, we try to look good, but, but I mean, you look fabulous. You know, you got your hair all done, and you know, anyway, so. To the flag in there. So Tara is married to, I forgot his name.
Matt.
Mm-hmm. And he is Syrian. How did you guys meet? How did
we worked together at a company here locally and just started dating and.
Oh, okay, that was a easy story.
From there.
So, I mean, you didn't go to Syria and you had no...
I can't, unfortunately.
So anyways, but you were telling me about this great dish that we're going to make today, and we can talk a little bit more too as we start, but it's Syrian. So I have never worked with... I've never made Middle Eastern food. Now, I'm sure that there's a lot of influences that we have in other dishes. I don't know. Do you know much about it? Go ahead and tell me about how you learned all this.
Well, the interesting part is when I first started dating my husband, they told me, okay, if you're going to marry him.
Who's they?
My mother-in-law, the grandparents, the family, everybody.
I wish I could be there to see.
The culture it's so strong that they said, okay, if you're even going to date him, maybe you'll need to learn how to cook.
Oh, are you serious? You mean like they sat you down and just taught you or what?
Well, in all holidays and every get-together, the women go to the kitchen and we cook, and then the men and everybody join us later on. So I've learned how to cook.
So when I was putting this together, I even now I can smell the cumin and what else? I mean, cinnamon.
Yeah.
I have never put cinnamon in a savory dish.
Yeah.
I normally put it in, you know, cinnamon rolls and things.
Well, here in the United States, we think of cinnamon as being sweet, but it's actually a very robust seasoning that they use in Middle Eastern cooking.
So we were talking about that. So first we're gonna tell me about this dish. So like, is it really traditional then? Is it?
So this is a fun light dish that we'll usually use when the family gets together, so that you don't have a huge long task of making, because a lot of Middle Eastern dishes take a lot of time in the kitchen to cook. So
that would be interesting to go see, but we decided to go easy.
We went easy today. So basically what this is just a light dish. You can either use it on a salad, or you can use it as your main dish with rice or flatbread, or whatever else you can.
I would love to have your mother-in-law come and teach me how to make flatbread. Yes. Or do you know how to make it?
I do.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother show. That would be awesome.
It is fun. It takes a long time.
So we'll have to, maybe we'll see.
That would be fun.
So let's go ahead and start. Tell us about the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to do the chicken.
Mm-hmm. So this is Middle Eastern chicken. It's called Syrian chicken because that's where my husband's family is from.
Okay. And is this like an original recipe, or is it just like from his family, or tell me?
So a lot of Middle Eastern cooking is never written.
Okay.
So for you to get a written recipe, it makes me giggle a little bit, because everyone's like a pinch of this, a shake of that, until it turns brown. So basically, that's the way it is. So this dish is just fun. So what you do is you take chicken and you cut it up into pieces that are usually about bite size.
But this is from Macy's.
It's already cut.
Already cut. So they have already cut. They have already trimmed. So it's awesome. So this is going to be so easy. So
then you just take this, and then you're going to mix it with some seasoning, and then you'll marinate it either
Do we put
overnight.
the seasoning first? Or?
Actually, it's best to put the chicken in first.
Let's go ahead.
So I'm going to hand you this package, and I'm going to grab this package. And we'll
so it calls for about, because when you wrote it, 4 to 6 chicken breasts. They're all different sizes anyway. So I'm going to say this is about a pound, about almost 2 pounds, but like 2.5 chicken breasts is about a pound.
Yes.
So I'm going to say this is about about 1.5 pounds of chicken that we're going to put in here. It's all, how easy is that?
That's easy.
And
Now
the
that
garbage
takes
can.
the hard part out of it. You
Yes,
rinse my
yes.
finger off really quick.
Yeah, me too.
But
So
then,
go ahead and start talking about that. Let me watch my
So then you just take the other seasonings and you're going to mix cinnamon and cumin. And if you look at them, they're dark, so they're really fun to mix on the chicken.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
and
they give it-
again, I wish they were here.
So did you
I didn't pre-measure, but if you don't measure, it's okay. They're
In the
about a
Middle
tablespoon.
Eastern culture, we don't really measure. You just put it on
Okay, so
until
it's-
you can see it.
So
And
it's about a tablespoon of each is what you have. So and that what looks like what you're doing.
So that was cinnamon and cumin and
Okay.
then garlic. And it's fun when you're putting it on the chicken to just make a rainbow to
Oh.
see what you've got.
I love it.
And then you know you've got the seasonings that you need.
That is clever. I love that.
So then you have
It was
the
all different
4
shades.
colors of the seasoning.
Nice, nice.
And then what you'll do is you'll put some olive oil on.
Okay, and it says, go ahead.
And you'll just get
Quarter
it so
cup.
that it gets the seasoning wet. And I apologize
Oh, no,
for
it's okay. It's fine.
making a little bit of a mess. And then usually you just grab a spoon and you just...
Okay, I'll get a spoon for you.
Stir
But
it
do we need salt and pepper then?
Yes, so
Okay,
salt and
so
pepper
one
is
pinch.
to taste afterward, but we've got the cinnamon and cumin and then lemon juice. We need some lemon juice in this. Do you
Okay.
have lemon juice or just lemons?
You know, I didn't marinate that with lemons.
Oh,
so, but
that's
we can
okay.
put it on after.
You can put it on afterward. The nice thing
Okay.
about this recipe is it's really easy.
Okay.
I've never used
So I, what did you whisper to me? I've never used it before.
I've never used one of these before.
This is so funny. Yeah. Oh, well, you could do that too, but it cuts the seeds out. You know, so I like to score it, and you did it perfectly to cut it in half, but I like to score it like that so we get a lot of juice as much as possible because
That's what we need.
lemons from Macy's, even from Macy's, can be a little pricey.
And
so,
it's nice.
Oh, I didn't measure.
That's
What do
okay, you
think?
don't measure.
Okay, so...
Like I told you, that's something.
A quarter cup to a half a cup.
Yes.
So you don't have to measure.
You
So
don't,
we
you
don't
just-
want to. Can we put the other one too? Or yes. Okay. So and then we're gonna cut another one for the other one too. But okay, I cut that too hard. But if you do, it's okay. It's still measure it like that. See, so it gets keeps the seeds in. So
And the
that's it.
lemon is actually
You know what?
tenderizing
I'll let you
the
do
chicken.
this.
No,
Yeah.
you're perfect.
No,
You're
come on.
great.
You said you've never used it before. Now you're
I
learning
haven't.
something too.
Ooh, look at that.
Isn't that awesome?
That's
Instead of
pretty
using-
fancy.
Okay.
But you
so,
did say that Macy's is your sponsor, so I'm going to go ahead
Yes.
and plug Macy's because when you're looking for Middle Eastern food, not all grocery stores have it, but Macy's always does. So
That's right. You were telling me that because you had moved here very long and you went to Macy's and they did have, like, what are some of the unique things that Macy's has that you say with Middle Eastern?
So there's a dish that we make every holiday called grape leaves.
Okay.
And that grape leaf is, it's canned grape leaves, and they come in
We'll have to do that another time.
vinegar.
All these shows planned.
Yeah, and
and
they
they have it at
always have them.
Macy's?
They always have them.
Macy's in Spanish Fork has it. That's
Yes,
amazing. I'm
they
so
do.
excited.
So this
Okay.
is what the chicken looks like after it's marinated.
Okay.
We did
So-
add lemon juice to this, and so this
Okay.
one's been marinating
So I'm gonna,
overnight. So
Yeah, it's been in the fridge. So I'm going to move this over here. So let's put another lemon in there. I'll let you do it
Perfect.
this time.
Awesome. And we're only going to put one on that
Okay.
since it's already been going.
Oh, I see. Oh, so it tenderizes. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, I bet you can see that. It smells
Can you
so
smell it?
good.
Doesn't it smell amazing?
And I'm excited to try it because I've never had this before.
So then we will put some of this yummy lemon juice, and it will open those seasonings up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Oh, that looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yes, and I can smell it. That's the thing. If you guys were here, you can smell it.
It does. Your house begins to smell
Love it.
like cinnamon and cumin, which you would never think to put together until you meet someone from
Well, that was
the Middle
easy. But
East.
so tell us about the 2 ways you can cook the chicken.
So one fun thing to do because of the seasonings on here is if you cook it in a frying pan,
Okay.
then it keeps the seasonings on and it coats it almost like a
Okay.
chicken nugget.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
yes.
So that when you put it on a salad, the salad dressing will open the flavors up to all
Okay.
of your...
So we'll have to do it that way, but
But
then
you can also put it on skewers and put it on the barbecue grill.
Yeah,
Or
so-
on the griddle in your kitchen.
yes, we could do both. I'm thinking we could try to do both. Maybe we
Let's
could
do
do both. If I can get my griddle going, but we can do this on here. So shall we start skewering?
Yes, we're
And
going
I-
to cut up a little
Oh,
bit
yes,
of onion
yes,
to put
okay.
in there. And
not cutting it? Or here. You can I would pierce this a little bit first, and then you have a cut.
There we go.
Yeah, because that skin is so weird. Okay, garbage
Just need to
skin.
get this skin off of it, and then we'll cut it up. Oops.
That's okay.
I like
have
to
garbage
throw
can right
things
here.
when I'm in the kitchen. So
You like what?
there. I like to throw things when I'm in the kitchen.
We are twinners because I am such a messy cook.
That's okay. If it's not a mess, then we're not cooking. Right?
I love that. If it's not a mess, then you're not cooking.
Yeah.
See?
See how it is? So then usually I just try and make them so that they're a little bit bigger, because when we put them on the skewers, we want...
Oh, you're going to mix it together with the flavors.
Well, we're going to
first.
put a little bit of this in here to get some flavor going, just because we have
Oh,
it. So
that's
let's do
true.
it.
Yeah.
So then if you pull it in here and put it in there, then it helps open the seasonings up.
Okay. We'll just do a few. Yeah.
I think that looks great, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's get the party started. Let's put some of these.
I've been I soaked that for just like an hour or so it won't burn as much.
Perfect.
So we can start skewing. That's not. Is there any like special? I don't really know if there's a special way to do it. Just don't poke yourself.
Don't poke yourself and just
Oh,
try
don't
and
you put a veggie first so it won't fall out, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter with the chicken. The nice thing
Okay.
about the chicken is it doesn't really fall off the skewer. But the fun thing about Middle Eastern chicken is it has so much flavor. You just try and keep your chicken pieces pretty close to the same size.
So, are there any Middle Eastern restaurants in Utah County?
No, Utah County had one. It was a little
Ooh.
Greek place, but it's
So-
closed down. So you have to go up to Salt Lake if you want Middle Eastern food.
Is there a difference, like, between Syrian, Greek? I mean, like, is it similar? What?
Yeah, there. Some of the dishes are similar. No, don't ask them because they'll tell you everything is completely
Different?
But
Don't say anything.
but the fun thing is they have a lot of similarities.
So, like, all these same similar spices, like the cumin and all that.
Yeah.
Now, I know Mexican cooking, they use cumin, a lot of cumin, don't they? Or
yes, in their
This
in their
is really
seasonings.
interesting. So I'm excited to see how this goes with cinnamon on there. Cinnamon,
It has
cumin.
a very, very strong scent.
Garlic.
But it's
Can't remember
fun.
what that's on there. Oh, okay. So we
You just-
leave a little tail.
You just make sure you have a little bit of room to flip
Okay.
them over.
Okay, so when we come back, we're going to take a tiny break, and we will continue. We'll start cooking here, and then we'll start on our salad and our salad dressing. So don't go away. It's not finished yet. So come back. Hi, welcome back. So while you were gone, we went ahead and finished the skewering and put some on the griddle, and now we're going to put it in the pan to do just two different ways to cook. And in the pan it's faster, but on the griddle it's beautiful. So it's just a little different taste. But you were saying that this gives it more.
It kind of coats
Flavor?
it. The seasoning
Okay.
coats it and kind of gives it a little bit of a chicken nugget taste, I
Yeah.
guess you could say.
So is that good? Like
That's
you want to just
perfect.
coat
You just
the
want a
bottom,
little bit on the bottom so that
Okay.
it doesn't stick.
and then we just put this in here?
Yep, throw it in and get it start cooking. Okay. Awesome. That looks
Do you want to do this, or are you okay with what you want to? Okay, so now while I'm cooking this, wait, do you want to? Can you give me some, like, how am I doing this right?
Yeah,
How
so
are you
we just want it
sauteing?
to keep cooking. Just
Stir it like
stir
this?
it a little bit, and while it's cooking, we can turn it down a little bit, and we can make us a salad.
Oh, okay. So let's go ahead while I'm starting this. I'll brown it a little bit, then I'll turn it down. I'll put this over there. Okay, so I'll have you tell us about the salad dressing, and then we'll
Okay.
start the dressing, and there's a bowl right there.
Perfect.
And then we'll put the salad together. So go ahead.
So this salad dressing is a very light, easy to make salad dressing that we use on all of our Middle Eastern salads. It just consists of lemon juice, a little bit of olive oil, and salt and pepper. And when you mix it together and get it ready, then you can put it on your salad.
Wow, so that's a really simple dressing. I love that.
The
Now, go ahead.
nice thing about it is it's not too unhealthy for you either.
Oh no, olive oil and lemon juice and salt and pepper. And I think the flavor of the different dressing comes from the chicken, yes?
Yes.
I'm so excited. I've never had this before. And so this is going to be awesome. Okay, so I always complain about my husband. He doesn't like the Asian food as much, but he loves this Mediterranean cooking. So maybe I could be a better wife.
Be a better wife. Listen to
He
you.
likes this stuff. And I've never made it before, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going. So you're putting now you're not measuring, but
This is 1 full lemon.
Chicken's getting a little bit too dark.
So we're going to start with the,
Yeah.
that's cooking good.
Oh, go ahead. I'll take care of the chicken.
So that's 1 lemon, and then we're going to add some olive oil to it. And usually I just put a couple tablespoons, but since I don't have a spoon with me, I'm just going to look so that you can see a spot on the top. And the nice thing about it is if you're looking for more healthy, you just put a little bit less of the olive oil in it. So. And then this is salt and pepper, and you'll just put salt and pepper to taste. Usually about a pinch, so that it has a nice look.
Oh, that's beautiful. Can I taste a little bit?
Oh, that's a little bit more olive oil.
Maybe a little salt? I don't know, but you're going to put salt in the salad.
Yeah.
That's what you were, that's your trick.
That's the trick to Middle Eastern salad.
Ooh. So let me get a bowl. Stay here. Let me get the bowl for the salad.
Awesome. So when I first started talking to my mother-in-law about cooking salads, she got mad at me because I tried to use a knife to cut my lettuce.
Oh, tell me about that.
So it actually makes your salad turn brown faster.
Oh.
So if you don't use a
Actually,
knife
I have
and
heard
you
that before.
just use your fingers to get it into bite size, then you actually can enjoy it a little bit more.
Should I cover this? I think I charred the skewer, one of the skewers a little bit, but should I cover this and turn it down, or
Yeah,
what are you
turn it
thinking?
down a little bit.
Okay, I think
It
some of this
smells
looks
delicious.
so good.
Or you could take those off the heat.
Okay, so I'm worried about some. I don't know. I'm so paranoid about uncooked chicken, but that looks pretty good. I'll put this one on a little bit longer, but
Awesome.
this one, should I put the lid on top? Okay.
You can cover it, let it get nice and cooked on the inside. Depending on the thickness of your chicken, it takes a little bit different.
Right.
timing.
So I'm going to turn this down to low, put the lid on this, and let it simmer. And I'm going to
So
turn this
Middle
off.
Eastern salads, the trick is that you put your salt and pepper on the lettuce before you put your salad dressing on. And the reason why is it opens up the pores of the lettuce to take the salad dressing.
That makes sense.
So
I wonder if they teach you that at the chef school. I've never had it. I've never been to school. I'm not professionally trained.
Yes,
but I
you
can
are.
make delicious food.
hey, if it tastes good, you win, right?
Who cares? There's some fancy food that I've tasted that I didn't love.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty, but it didn't taste good. But our goal here is to, should we peel that? Or are you okay with the peels?
We'll put a little bit of this with the peels on them
I'll turn this down.
because it's nice and healthy.
Gosh, it's funny. I can smell the cinnamon and the cumin, and I'm like, that's really different. I'm excited to taste this.
A combination
I keep saying that,
you
but it's
don't
true.
normally think of, right?
No. Oh, so you make a little. That's very Mediterranean. Chopping it like that. Usually we do those circles or semicircles.
Yep, you just want that. And the fun thing about Middle Eastern salads is you can put anything you've got in the kitchen. A little bit of tomato, a little bit of cucumber.
Okay.
And you just
I thought I got a can of black olives. I didn't bring it out.
That's okay.
Maybe at the next segment when we do take it out.
You don't need black olives
Okay.
either, but you can. Whatever you like on your salad.
But I got some feta cheese over there,
Yep.
so this could be anything.
Yep, so we're gonna throw some tomatoes and cucumbers. And a little bit of onion.
Let me turn this up a little bit. Kate, I know we're just talking about this particular chicken, but you know what? I was thinking, can you cook it like we chop and it's chopped here, and on skewer, but you could probably use a thinly sliced, like a whole piece. Would that work too? Or do they normally
It
do
doesn't
that?
take the seasonings as well.
Oh, well, that makes sense. So it's a bigger piece.
When it's a bigger piece, so it's better to have bite-sized pieces.
Okay.
So then You
And
just
that's
put
it?
whatever you want in it, and we're going to throw a little bit of feta cheese in it.
Okay. Do we need more lettuce, or do you think that's good enough? Oh, okay, go
I
ahead.
don't know
What did
how
we
much
think?
of a salad you want to make. We can continue to go.
Let's put a little bit more,
Okay,
so we can feel a few, our small masses here.
that works. We can do that.
And, oh yeah, oh, I love these. There's so many different lettuces. But is this what lettuce do you traditionally
Yep,
use?
these
Romaines?
They actually use regular iceberg.
Oh, okay, really?
It's whatever
Okay.
you have.
So there's no yeah, but this, I love the texture and the pretty colors
Well,
of the
these have a
romaine,
lot
yeah.
of beautiful colors in them.
Okay,
So,
okay. And you put feta cheese, okay, so.
we haven't put any feta in
Oh,
there.
okay.
So we'll throw some feta in there.
Okay, so, that's it?
That's really
Easy, made easy.
made really easy. There's a little bit of feta in there. We're going to throw a
But
little
like you
bit
said,
more
you can
tomato.
use this chicken with the flatbread.
You can eat it with
Okay.
flatbread or white rice.
White
Usually
rice.
basmati rice is what we use.
Why is the difference between basmati and jasmine? Do you know?
There's not too much of a difference in them.
It's just the-
Basmati's just a Middle Eastern rice, and the
Okay.
jasmine is
Is it Thai, Asian?
Asian.
But I always wonder like what the basmati is. I guess I need to look, and I wonder if it's shorter grain. And do you remember what
I
it
don't
tastes
think
like?
it has a very distinct flavor, but it's not much different than
Okay.
regular like Uncle Ben's.
Do we want red onions, or did you already put
I
some in there?
put some in there, but we put more lettuce in, so
No, that looks
we'll
good.
keep adding to it, right? All right, so now that we've got our vegetables
Okay.
in here, we need to throw a little bit of salt on the lettuce.
Okay, let's do it.
Get it going.
Okay, so where did I put the salt? Is this the salt? No, I'm gonna go get the salt. Go, keep going.
Okay.
We'll talk about your, the sugar salt. Okay. So here's the salt.
So putting a little bit of salt on your salad before you put your salad dressing on actually opens up the salad and allows it when you put your salad dressing
Do you pepper
on
it or no? You don't have to.
It just depends on what you want.
I think the salt's good. Okay.
But then once you've got it in there,
Okay, so when we get back, we take a little break again, and then when we get back, we're gonna finish it up, and then we're going to taste. So do not go away, and we can talk more about the Syrian culture if you have any questions. Okay, so don't go away. Welcome back, and you do not want to miss this. We have it all done, but I always do this. I always burn the chicken a little bit, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So when we skewered on this, we had some on the skewer and we grilled that, and then we also made. So it looks a little different. Made it in the saucepan, but look at how much dressing we have in here with a little bit of olive oil. So I'm excited. So I'm going to start plating this, and you tell me a little bit more about the Syrian culture. Now, I always, we think about violence and all the fighting in the Middle Eastern, but there's some beautiful things that we can feature and talk about today, like the family dynamics, so tell me a little bit about what's a little different about the family get-together, in that
well,
culture?
they do. They feel that the importance of getting together with families is like a major part of the
Right.
culture. So we do, but one interesting thing is that the young kids, when they get together with the family, they're expected to address the older generations. They come in and they have to say, hi Grandpa, how are you? Or in the Middle Eastern culture, it's jiddo and situ.
We kind of do that here, but we don't, it's not like a requirement, so some kids don't. They just come in with their phones and they just sit down and they don't
And
say
they
anything.
don't say anything. They just get to their phones.
We
But
need that. We need that. Why don't we take the kids to throw them in Syria for a few months? No. I'm just kidding.
no, but it's neat.
But
that
tell
they
me,
do that.
yeah, no, it is awesome. So, but tell me, really quickly, was there any big adjustment when you guys, when you got married?
The big adjustment was that the women are
Supposed
supposed to learn how to cook and know how to take care of their husbands, so we get to learn how to
That was a little different for you.
It was.
Because did you cook a lot before you?
I didn't know
Did
how
not?
to burn toast before I married
Really?
my husband.
And now you're making these beautiful dishes. This is
Yeah.
awesome. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on here, right on top. Does that sound good? And
Perfect.
And let's see, I'm going to
And then you can see all the seasoning from in the
Yeah,
chicken when you
something
cook
like
it in the frying pan.
Okay,
Makes
so
it
I'm
really
going to
nice.
put a little bit of sauce on it.
Perfect. That's good.
With the dressing. Oh, did you want to put the dressing first? I
Nope, that's
forgot.
perfect.
Okay, so when
then-
do you put the dressing in?
So once
Okay.
you've put the chicken on and
Okay.
it's on top of the salad, you can see that some of the
Yeah.
seasoning has moved into the
Yes.
salad dressing. So then you just put a couple strips on the salad,
Okay.
and then it will open up the flavors. And it's really good to put a little bit on the chicken, even though these are off of the salad, because it
Ooh, I
helps
love that.
moisten.
Okay.
and
Save
get
a
it
little bit for this one, and I'm gonna
Perfect.
give us a little bit of this one. I touched on that one.
So you
So I'll
can
put
see the
this-
tomatoes and the feta cheese,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
lovely.
the flavors from all of the chicken.
So a couple of the different pieces. So I think I can see the difference in the skewering and.
Yeah, so the nice thing about doing it in a frying pan is it makes it a little bit more moist.
Did you put some in here already?
I have not yet.
Oh, okay, okay. Give me some of that.
Get some of that,
And then,
the taste.
okay, let's taste it.
All right.
Okay, the first time I've tried this.
What do you think?
That was
Is it
very
good?
good.
So it's fun that I've
very
been able
different.
to step into the family and learn how to cook some of these authentic dishes, and
Yeah.
the
Well, the
flavors are
cumin,
different.
it's very different, and I still smell it. And that adds to the flavor when you can still smell it when you cook it, you know what I mean? And the grilled ones too. So it has like,
You wouldn't think that cinnamon would taste good on meat,
that's what it was. I never thought of that.
but when you mix it
And-
with all the seasoning.
And Thai cooking is sweet, all these different things. I don't remember adding any sugar to anything. This is great.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Nice and healthy.
Do you have any other tips for, besides, I want a piece of flatbread, really. We can make a piece of-
A piece of flatbread that you can mix with your salad. There you go.
Well, maybe next time. We're going to do it again.
That would
So
be
thank you
awesome.
so much for coming, and come back for another episode for Cooking Made Easy with June, and brought to you by Macy's. Everything was bought at Macy's. See you later.